to the Animal Team channel. I want to say about the black bear, put a like and subscribe, let's go. The black bear or barryball, Ursus americanus, is a mammal from the bear family that lives in North America. There are 16 subspecies of the black bear. Barryball, as a rule, has a black coat, especially in the eastern part of North America. The muzzle is often light, contrasting with the darker coat of the animal, and there may also be a white spot on the chest. The coat of western populations is usually lighter. Some groups of black bears from coastal British Columbia and Alaska are creamy white or bluish grey. The total body length of males ranges from 140 to 200 centimeters, and females from 120 to 160 centimeters. The length of the tail is from 8 to 14 centimeters. Males weigh from 47 to 409 kilograms, and females from 39 to 236 kilograms. The distance between the canines is approximately 4.5 to 5 centimeters. Black bears differ from brown bears, Ursus arctos, by a longer body, have not much pubescent ears and a slight bulge in the shoulders. Black bears are found from the north of Alaska, through the eastern part Canada to Newfoundland and Labrador, and south through most of Alaska, almost all of Canada, and most of the United States, in the central part of Mexico, the states of Nayarit and Tamaulipas. The habitat of the barryball is characterized by relatively inaccessible terrain, dense vegetation, and a large amount of food. In the southwest, its territory is limited to overgrown, mountainous areas, and the altitude varies between 400–3000 meters above sea level. The habitat of the black bear consists mainly of chaparral and wooded areas. Bears sometimes come out of the chaparral to more open areas and feed on prickly pear-shaped cacti. Adaptation to wooded areas and dense vegetation in this species may have originally been due to the fact that barryballs evolved along with larger and more aggressive bear species, such as the extinct short-faced bear and the still-living grizzly bear, which monopolized open habitats. Despite this, barryballs are found in many wild, untouched places and rural areas. They can adapt to survive in some suburban areas as long as they have easy access to a source of food. Males meet with females during harestrus. The home ranges of males partially coincide with the territories of several females. The mating season reaches its maximum from June to mid-July. Estrus in females lasts throughout the season, until the moment of mating. As a rule, females give birth every year, but sometimes they take a break for 3 or 4 years. Pregnancy lasts about 220 days, taking into account delayed implantation. Fertilized eggs are not implanted into the uterus until autumn, and embryonic development occurs only during the last 10 weeks of pregnancy. The birth of cubs falls in January and February, usually during the wintering of the female. The number of cubs in the litter varies between 1 and 5. At birth, barryballs weigh from 200 to 450 grams. They are born defenseless and blind. The cubs stay in the den with their mother throughout the winter and feed on her milk. In the spring, when the family comes out of the den, the cubs weigh from 2 to 5 kilograms. They are weaned from mother's milk at 6 to 8 months, but remain with their mother until they reach the age of about 17 months. Female black bears take care of the younger generation and teach them vital skills throughout their life together. Males do not directly raise offspring, but they do it indirectly. They protect them from all kinds of threats. Females reach sexual maturity at the age of 2 to 9 years and can have offspring a year after maturation. Males reach sexual maturity at the age of 3 to 4 years, but continue to grow until they are 10 to 12 years old, at which age they are large enough to dominate young bears without a fight. Black bears can live up to 30 years in the wild, but most often live only about 10 years, mainly due to collisions with humans. More than 90% of the deaths of barubalas after the age of 1.5 years are the result of hunting, trapping, road accidents or other collisions with people. Throughout their range, black bears feed on grass, various grasses, berries and fruits. However, eating habits vary depending on the habitat. Only a small part of the bear's diet consists of animals, insects and beetles. Most animals are consumed by barubalas in the form of carrion. These bears are not active predators and feed on vertebrates only when possible. Barubalas need foods high in carbohydrates and low in protein and fat. Consequently, they usually prefer foods high in protein or fat, so they tend to consume human food. Bears that consume protein-rich foods show significant weight gain and increased fertility. In the spring, after the black bears come out of the den, they face a shortage of food. As a rule, barubalas lose weight during this period and continue to exist due to fat accumulated before wintering. They consume any juicy and protein-rich food in an amount sufficient to maintain body weight. In the summer, the animals feed on a variety of berries and fruits. Summer is usually a period of abundant and varied foods for black bears, allowing them to recover from the energetic winter and spring calorie deficit. Barubalas accumulate large reserves of fat in the autumn, thanks to fruits, nuts and acorns. Black bears tend to be crepuscular animals, although breeding and feeding can change this picture. For recreation, barubalas choose areas in the forest covered with leaves. Basically, these are solitary animals with the exception of the female and her cubs. In areas where food sources are grouped, a large number of bears gather and form social hierarchies. Black bears have a high level of intelligence, demonstrate an increased degree of curiosity and have exploration skills. Barubalas, as a rule, act as shy and frightened animals in relation to humans, but they show a wider range of intraspecific and interspecific behavior than initially assumed. Black bears have unusual navigational abilities that are poorly understood. Home ranges are established by adult females during the summer. Males choose territories that are large enough to feed well and overlap the ranges of several females. Black bears communicate using their bodies, facial expressions, sounds, touches and smells. Markings indicate the boundaries of the ranges of other bears. Barubalas have a keen sense of smell. Young individuals are threatened by large predators such as wolves and mountain lions. However, most of the black bears, both young and adult, are killed by humans. Black bears play an important role in the ecosystem because of their impact on insect populations. They help spread the seeds of the plants they feed on. Barubalas consume a large number of insect colonies and moth larvae, and also affect the population size of small and large mammals, such as rabbits and deer. People actively hunted baribalas because of the value of the trophy and various body parts, including skins for clothing or carpets, as well as meat and fat. In most states and provinces of North America where these bears live, there is regulated hunting. It is estimated that about 30,000 individuals of the black bear die annually. There is a small amount of skins on the market since there is not much demand for them and such trade is illegal. Medical studies of the metabolic pathways of black bears are used to understand the methods of treating kidney failure, cholelithiasis, severe burns, and other diseases. Black bears can raid livestock, although these losses are insignificant. Bears sometimes damage cornfields, berry fields, and apiaries. They seriously injure and sometimes even kill people living in mobile homes and travelers who feed them. Nevertheless, the danger associated with attacks by black bears is sometimes overstated. About 36 people died as a result of collisions with baribal in the 20th century. People who live or visit areas where black bears are present should be aware of appropriate precautions to avoid collisions with them. Black bears once occupied most of North America, but hunting and agriculture have driven them into heavily forested areas. Residual populations survive in sparsely populated forests and protected national parks. It is a numerous and thriving species, but still facing threats at the regional level due to habitat destruction and hunting. Black bears are included in the list CITES Annexes 2